Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to Ask That Podcast here on YouTube. Whew. It's warm, baby. It's August when I'm filming this. Every one of our hottest summers in a long time. We had quite a few days where like heat index everything is 115, 119. I think we hit 121 one day. I mean, it's bad. The walk. If you go watch one of my older videos, I can't remember which one it is now. It's like mystery package. Somebody you see, I walk out my front door, go to my mailbox, and come back in, and come back into here where I film. Just that little bit I'm outside. It's been being so hot that when you come back in, you're just dripping sweat. It's those days where, like, you go grocery shopping, you wear a tank top and a pair of, thin ass shorts so you don't get hot. You don't even put a hat on, and then just walking from your car in a grocery store, you're burning up grocery store because they want to save money, they ain't run the air. Or they got it set to it's got to be 88 here. Well, motherfucker, it's 88's hot. And then you walk out and you're drenching, and you look at it, you drive home going, fuck, it's hot. But you know what else was hot? And I want to say this during the summer too. Deathmate for a very short while. That's right. Comics interview. David Kraft, RIP, just passed recently. Issue 124 Deathmate. This is near the end of the comics interview run. This is another my comic shop find. Okay, so this would be the, I guess, Harbinger teamed up with, that's the guy from shit, what the fuck? Give me a second here. That's the guy from Brigade. That's one of the guys from like Cyberforce. That's Cyberforce. Okay, so Kevin Van Hook, a valiant view of the crossover event, comics event of the summer. European comic artist Bane Karak, international illustrator extraordinaire. Golden Age superscribe Alvin Shorts reveals his secret identity. I always like reading these. And this is, that's the cover of the, was that the preview issue? No, that was the Advanced Comics special. That's the cover of blue, I think. I think that's yellow. Because black was just... And here's the thing, Deathmate, real simple. Image and Valiant did a crossover. That's in continuity, kind of, sort of. But Spawn's not involved, and Eric Larson's not involved. It's mainly Jim Lee and Rob Liefeld and Mark Silverstreet. I don't think Jim Valentino was involved. Weiss Patachio was not even doing it. I think he was still on his hiatus at the time. I don't know, because this time, Image, and especially Liefeld, were known for never putting shit out on time. They did a thing where you could read the prologue, the 4 issues made up, which were different. It was blue, yellow, red, and black. Read them in any order, and then there was the epilogue. And then there was 2 like preview books. There was this one, and there's one that came with actual previews catalog, and one came with advanced catalog. So that's what, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things. 8 things. The previews ones were free. But the prologue and epilogue were like $4 a pop. And I want to say the other issues, the color issues, were like $5 a pop. They were square bound, Kind of reminded me of like Dark Knight Returns, about that thickness, that kind of paper. The Dark Knight Returns is individual issues, not the trade. And so that's why they did the color, so they can read it in any order. Well, here's the thing. Valiant's in came out on time. Yellow and blue came out when they're supposed to. Black, even though the cover says it came out like 2 months late, that thing was like 3 or 4 months late. Red came out after epilogue from everything I can find. I never saw Red. Like, the comic shops on 1-2, by the time Red came out, they're like, oh, fuck this. They redone their orders on one of the orders for people that had it on the pull list. And this was not a series I had on my pull list. This was a series where I went in the shop. Okay, you got a copy on the shelf, I'll grab it. Because at the time I was reading, this time Image, I was reading, the Max? Was Shaman Tears out yet? Shaman Tears. I was reading some of the stuff, but not a lot. Nothing really involved in this. And Valiant, I'd fallen out of Valiant already. The Universal crossover, they merge into one. And all it's really known for now is technically, because of publication dates, Deathmate Black is the first appearance of a good chunk of the Gen 13 kids. Not all of them, but a good chunk. And at one time, I remember back in when this came out and bombed, people were trying to push Black as being worthwhile when Gen 13 became huge. It's like, no. It's one of those where ungraded, it's cover price. You can find it a lot cheaper. Whereas a Gen 13 #1 miniseries #1, goes for something. And this is the whole thing. The whole story. Secrets from the past, a bridge of the future. Right, trade paper. I got a copy. Shadowhawk, the end of the second story in Shadowhawk Volume 2, Number 3, Images of Shadowhawk, ongoing series, 3-issue, story arcs, hot arts. The saga continues with Shadowhawk 3, Volume 3. Yeah, Shadowhawk was doing the Volume 4. Then Hardcore kind of merged with the Wildcats, but I don't remember anybody gave a fuck about Hardcore back then. I've read it now, it's not bad, Wildcats again. This was the thing. It started off as Liefeld was wanting to do a crossover of Bloodshot, Youngblood and Bloodshot. It's Blood for You or some stupid shit like this. And it just morphed into this huge thing. Look, we got Shadow Man and Grifter. And honestly, out of all of them, the Black one's probably the best one, the best reading one. Red is not bad. Red came out late, and the infamous story is Bob Layton went and sat on like Rob Liefeld's porch until Rob turned in the pages or something. And Rob, I want to say, was wanting all this shit he did inked by his guys, and that's what was taking so long. I don't know. It's been so long now. Oh, look at this ad. I had Dead in the West. There's Shadow Man, Grifter, Deathmate trading. And there was supposed to be, as everything, there were supposed to be 2 different series of Deathmate trading cards. One from Image and one from Upper Deck, who had Valiant. Well, I think only the Upper Deck one came out. I think there were some promo cards for Image. Solar and Void. And that's how the universes merged. And when Solar left at the end of some issue, he met Void when she went in. It was not good. I was in the same first grade class as Robert Kahn, known as Bob Kane, but I never followed comics. And why should I give a shit? Old issues. Hip-Hex Comics? Huh. Never heard of them. This looks like a lot of comic strips. Understanding Comics from... Who is publishing this? Fictioneer Books. Did they go through more than one publisher then? Like, I know it was supposed to be like Tundra and ended up coming out for like Kitchen Sink, but Fictioneer Book, okay. Van Wim, Interview with the Green Hornet. Bourbon Street Beat and Surfside 6 were black and white. The first color show they did was the Green Hornet. I'm watching, if you get the Heroes and Icons channel, as of recording in August, it airs like early Sunday mornings, 2 episodes, so there's 30 episodes, in a few months, like 3 or 4 months, you'll get all of them. I was courting Mary Tyler Moore, and I lost to Rob Reiner. It was funny. If it was really hot, I'd lose maybe 10 to 15 pounds a day doing Green Hornet. There's the Gas Stun, Cato's Dart, the Stinger. Some good pictures in this. Bruce did not want to lose to Burt Ward. Well, can you blame him? Green Hornet is a very expensive show, aside from do law enforcement. Bruce Lee and the Green Hornet show had a lot of popularity. Batman was a joke. Green Hornet was a serious crime fighter, vigilante like the Lone Ranger. Lots of pictures. Cops are frustrated, battling the court system. We're battling everybody. This is that Bane Curant. What's he known for? Just a comic artist from overseas. Look at the last word. Oh, I got Ren and Stimpy interviews in another issue. Okay, Shazam, all the older issues. This is one of those, I don't remember ever seeing this in a comic shop or anywhere, but, excuse me, in the early 90s, there's a comic show going on at the Singer River Mall, Gaucher Mall. And I was digging around through the bins, I found an issue that was all about Lone Wolf and Cub, which I bought. I'm like, hell yeah. And I've got that issue still somewhere. It's put up. Ended up being given to my cousin because he was collecting the comic, and then years later he gave me his whole collection. That's how I got into Bounty, was mostly through him. I'm going to see if I see that Lone Wolf and Cub issue. Ordering a 3 for 10 or a 5 for 15. Lots of Watchmen. You notice that Watchmen was done a lot. I have not seen that Lone Wolf and Cub issue yet, but I don't remember how late in the run. They might not have copies for sale. They might have been sold out. Yeah, they have to be because it's earlier than this shit. Look what's new. Comics Interview. Dark Knight. Batman Nightfall. New Star Trek movie. Clive Barker on comics. Stallone as Judge Dredd. And of course, a big ad for Now Comics on the back. Green Hornet. Great series. Not a bad little issue. I mean, the Deathmate interview's got some interesting stuff in it. I would love, and hopefully it'll be coming back soon when they start doing conventions again. I loved when Cartoonist Kayfabe would do their shoot interviews with creators. I'd love for them to sit down with like Bob Layton and some of the Valiant guys and some of them inkers from Extreme and talk about, Deathmate Red. But I don't know if Rob, I'll give Rob Liefeld this. I do listen to his podcast. It's entertaining itself. So far, I've not caught him in an obvious lie. He's fairly entertaining, but I got a feeling with the Deathmate Red, he's not going to tell the whole story. He might. Who knows? Hope y'all enjoyed that. Remember, if you did, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, all the other bullshit. Talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.